Welcome to Nero Global Tracking Orientation Training, and in this video we're going to take a look at the Maintenance tab. The Maintenance tab is right here in about the middle, and the Maintenance is one of the most valuable parts of your Nero Global Tracking system. So we're just going to take a quick overview. When we click on that, down the left-hand side we have some different things that we're going to take a look at. And the maintenance part of the portal is sort of a three-part system. So the first of those being the service types. The service types are completely customizable, so when you're first going into this part of your maintenance tab, there'd be nothing here. These have been put in, and I'm going to show you how it's literally seconds to put in a service type. So we would go to Add, and let's say we want to keep track of something like an oil change. We would add that and click Save. And you can see within seconds that oil change is now part of our service types that we can keep track of for our fleet. The second part of the maintenance section of the portal that I'd like to talk about is a maintenance schedule. And this is where this part of your portal is completely different than having a notebook or a binder. We here can set up a maintenance schedule. So we would come into maintenance schedules. You'll notice that there is no maintenance schedule set up for oil changes because we just added in that service type. We would go to New Maintenance Schedule. And this is where we decide how often we want to have that done. So we would go to the drop down and look for the service type that we're dealing with, oil change. We would put in how many kilometers or days that we want for the interval. So a common one would be every 5,000 kilometers. And again, because it's customizable, we can choose the vehicles that that applies to, because not every service applies to every vehicle. So we could say we want to have that done on Demo 3 and Install 1. And then lastly, who do we want to notify of that? And again, that's what makes this completely different than just having a notebook, because the system is going to notify you. The third part on the left is then what we call a service log. Now once you've put in all of your service types and all of your maintenance schedules, then all you're doing from then forward is putting in service logs. So it's very simple. So a service log is simply logging it just like you would in a log notebook, but instead we're logging it into our portal so that it's kept. We would go New Service Log. We would say which vehicle was worked on, what was done, the odometer at the time, so we would change that. We would put the date, and then we have space here for any comments if we wanted to say the price or that they recommended an air filter next time, or the place that the service was done. Whatever is applicable to that service, we can have that information there and saved, and then we would save. So the Maintenance tab keeps track of everything for your fleet as far as maintenance, and when we do click on it, you will notice the statuses right in front. So you can see that the vehicle's listed here, that the service is okay. If something here was due, then it would say due, and if it was overdue, it would say that. I also want to point out two other places that you can have information about the status. When we first log in and we're on our home page, we have scenario and maintenance alerts right here. So if something was overdue or due, it would show right here. And lastly, going into our report section, we can do a pending maintenance report. Click on there and you can say, show me everything that's due in the next 500 kilometers or the next 30 days. Again, choosing the vehicles, and then we would create the report and it would tell us what's due. That allows you to plan ahead, to book the service, to budget for it, and all of that. So that's an overview of the Maintenance tab, and maintenance will be covered more fully in our enhanced training videos, and of course you can always call us for assistance. Thanks for joining us.